Hi guys and welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be analyzing Tesla, two American indexes, the SP 500 and Dow Jones. Please subscribe to our channel if you want us to keep releasing technical analysis for free, while if you want to receive our real-time alerts and our newsletter, then you might want to join our growing community on Patreon. You will find the opportunity to receive our real-time alerts on stocks, cryptos and Forex. Let's also remind you that over January we have performed at more than 1000%. Let's start with the Tesla on a daily basis. What we see here in the upper section is the price section, while beneath we have the siesta bands, which are a triple derivation from the Hearts bands. Now, as you all know, I'm extremely bearish on Tesla. Tesla I've been defining as the mother of every bubble. Let's also remind you that in terms of price against earnings, Tesla is now equal to 1,600 points, which is something absolutely totally out of this world. Now, with the help of the siesta bands, going through the daily and the weekly chart, we will see where we are and where we can project Tesla over the next weeks. Right now, Tesla is inside a rectangle between $800 and $900. So the only chance that we have to see Tesla going up is the break of $900. Yet I do believe that Tesla is going to break below this area to go and to actually tumbling down, retesting the $500. So we have an interesting opportunity. First of all, we want to short Tesla only at the break of this point of low, which was passing by around $780. Actually, only at the break of the horizontal support, which defines the horizontal rectangle. Now at $500, or to be even more precise, in this area between 400 and $500, which will be an incredible key threshold and interesting horizontal support, we might start buying, but those buyings will be only a rebound, should be only considered as a rebound from the beginning of a very strong bearish momentum. In other words, I believe that the upside momentum of the Gauss curve is now over, and we should be expecting the beginning of the downturn of the descending phase of the Gauss curve. Now, if we analyze the siesta bands, what happens is that every time the prices hit or almost hit the upper band, we have experienced a retrace that happened here at $192, and we've seen Tesla tumbling down till 78. It happened here when the prices before broke above the upper band to then break below, and at the time was Tesla was worth 492 to go actually to 332. Right now it is happening the same, so we see that the price has broken above the siesta bands, the upper band, and now what we should be expecting is a movement downwards. Now if we switch to the weekly chart, we will have a better idea where we are. Actually, we are inside those extreme momentum, that 3% of extreme pricing, from where actually we strongly believe we are going to retrace. Now, if we observe the price, as you can see here, the price is above the siesta band. In other words, I do believe the price is going to retest the lower band, which is passing by right now the $600. But since we don't have any obstacle at $600, we are definitely going to retest this area, 400 and $500. Now, what we see here is that the derivative of the siesta band is still positive. Yet even the siesta bands are subjected to the Gauss curve. So in other words, we are inside the ascending phase of the Gauss curve, but definitely we can project then the beginning of the descending phase of the Gauss curve. In other words, once we'll be experiencing the price hitting the lower band or going here, this level $500, we should be expecting a strong rebound, but then again a new break below this area to go and retest the $200. Obviously, this is something, being a weekly chart, that we are going to experience over 2021 and 2022. We're not going to experience a break till 200 US dollar in a matter of few weeks. Yet, I'm strongly bearish on Tesla. Tesla is the mother of every bubble, is absolutely out of order what is happening with Tesla, and the reason why we have experienced such a huge momentum for Tesla is due to the expert advisor, the robots, which are trend following, and that actually are opening buys at the break of certain conditions. Okay, now let's move on and let's analyze the SP 500 index. Let's see where we are and where we might see the index over the next months. Okay, so here we need obviously to change the volatility parameter, and the reason is because obviously the SP500 has a different volatility when compared with the Tesla one. So let's increase the volatility indicator and let's see where we are and where we can project the SP500 index. Now, what we see in terms of cyclicity is that the very last, before the current movement up, the last one was originated in December 18, as you can see here, and we saw the second point of low, or actually before, I mean the one that we are going to experience over the next weeks, was in March 2020. In other words, we have experienced a cycle of 15 months, okay, from December 18 till March 2020. Right now we are in February 2021, so 11th month from right now we are in 11th month where we have just experienced a movement up, so we should be really close to experience a strong retrace. Now, if we analyze the CSO bands, the CSO bands are extremely helpful in understanding where we are. As I've been teaching you several times, once the prices hit the upper CSO bands, we should be experiencing the movement up. So from here, from 880, we have experienced a movement till 2570. Same here when the prices hit the upper band at 2,900 points. We have seen the index tumbling down till 2380. So same here. Okay, now here we have experienced a strong retrace. Okay, from 3,385 points till 2,200. Now, as you can see here, the price has hit again the upper CSA band. So what we should be expecting is a movement down. But let's switch to the monthly chart in order to even better understand and even better project the index over the next years. As you can see here, again, the price is above, in even in this case, the upper CSA band. So guys, there are no doubts anymore, since we have seen the SP500 hitting the upper band over the daily chart, crossing above the upper band over the weekly chart, and even over the monthly chart. Guys, we are going to experience a strong price rejection from the current level. Of course, we might see the SP500 going up over the next weeks, yet every movement up is a great opportunity for us to load put option. In other words, to buy put option or to speculate against the SP500. So we want to buy put options. Be careful, not sell put option, but buy put option in order to speculate that the index might go down over the next weeks and months. So I'm extremely bearish for the SP500. Again, we're getting vertical. We might see even a spike, but again, every movement up for us will be a huge opportunity to buy put options, or in other words, to see the index going down. Now, if we analyze historically speaking, the CSO bands, which are a triple smoothing from the hardest bands, we see that every time the prices hit the upper band, we have experienced a strong movement down. So from 1,500 points, we went till 800 points, 840. Here we went from 1,550 points till 700 points. So these CSI bands are incredible useful, and now what we see is that prices crossed above the CSI bands, and look at here, this movement looks like this one, even worse, because as you can see here, the CSI bands are absolute, the slope of the CSI band is extremely high. So guys, when we're going to down, it will be bloody situation, bloody scenario for the SP 500. So let's be extremely careful. Let's avoid buying the American stocks right now, the SP 500, the most 500 capitalized ones, because actually they are inside a huge, gigantic bubble that we have not seen. We have never seen something like that in the history of the American market. Now let's move on. Let's analyze the Dow Jones and let's see where we are. The Dow Jones Industrial Average. We should see a very similar scenario even for the Dow Jones, and let's see what we can retrieve in terms of medium long term trend. In this case, let's switch to the daily chart first, and then we will go through the weekly and the monthly chart. Obviously, I can even the indexes and the stocks signals can be given to the patrons, and also I've been building an incredible robot, but I give the trading signals of the robot only to the tiers 2. So what we see here, let's increase the volatility in this case in order to envelop more data, because like this it will be not enough. Obviously the Dow Jones has a different volatility ratio when compared with the S&P 500 and with Tesla. So let's see where we are. So the daily chart is telling us that we are again inside a gigantic movement, up movement. What we see here is that as you can see here, we have hit 31,000 points, but from the daily chart we cannot retrieve that much in terms of price projection. So let's switch to the weekly chart in order to better understand where we might move over the next weeks. Okay, so we can see here that once the price has broken above the CSI bands, we have experienced a huge movement downwards. Let's switch to the weekly chart and let's see from here where we might project the Dow Jones going to move over the next weeks and months. So what we see here, again, every time we have seen the price hit in the upper band, we have experienced a movement downward. So as you can see, the CSI bands are incredible, are great in understanding where we are and where we will be in the future. You see, once the price has broken above the upper CSI bands, then we have seen a huge movement downwards. Okay, so here we are again in this situation with the price above the CSI bands, which means, in other words, that we are inside an extreme movement, and that we should be expecting a movement downwards extremely soon. So again, guys, every movement up, it will be a huge opportunity for us to start buying put option. And of course, mine is not a financial advisory, so it will be under your responsibilities. But so I'm talking personally, what I will be doing will be like buying put options, loading put options, and every movement up, it will be an even better opportunity for us. Thank you, guys.